Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are when you're watching this video. Today I bring to you some of my battleground matches in the victory track in the current meta. So yeah, here when I'm banning champions, I usually try to go with attackers. So there you go with Kenjo. I see that Hercules is probably a rank 5, and ultimately I'm going to go ahead and ban Galen. Because he's really good. I could have banned also Kingpin or Human Torch, but this time around, I went ahead and banned Galen. So here I get CGR auto-picked for me. That's okay. Yeah, it's an issue that eventually will get fixed. I am sure of it. But yeah, I don't have a problem. He's a really good attacker. So he gets Dr. Doom and Null. So here I'm thinking, which champions should I pick? So I'm pretty sure that I end up going with Nimrod as well and Tigra, just in case he tries to use that null on defense. So that's good. I don't go with Hulkling because if I do it that early on, he might just go ahead and put a lot of Mystics. So there's that. So he decides to go with Nimrod and Nick Fury. So Nick Fury is a really good attack defender. He wastes his time like a lot. So that's okay. So here I get a Toad, and that's awesome. So I can counter quote unquote that Nick Fury. And I had to also go ahead and pick a Nick Fury of my own. And right as I pick him, I see that he gets also a Toad. So it's like, okay, I mean, it's fine, you know? It is what it is. We just have to deal with it. Here he gets an eye bomb. But for that I have Nimrod if I want to use him, or just save him for defense. So here I'm thinking about my possibilities, and I think that Scorpion, in case I put Nimrod on defense, I have a counter for Eyebomb, and also Rintra because he's just really good. But however, by me picking Rintra, the opponent might just use Eyebomb on attack. So here his last pick is Old Man, so yes. Let's see how the match goes. Here I start by placing my defender. So I am thinking which should I throw down first. I think that ultimately I'm going to throw down Nimrod. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's going to use his null on attack. But yeah, here I think that he was going to put down null on defense, which was a little bit odd, but no, he ends up going with Toad. Was unexpected for me because I thought he was going to save it in case I put down my Nick Fury. But no, yeah, he throws it out on defense, and he of course is going to be using null against Nimrod, which was, I expected that. So yeah, here I decide to go ahead and use Scorpion because of that poison immunity, and I always choose the Rupture because this is like a safe net in case I am unaware of immunities. So yeah, there we go. Here I always try to stick to mediums with Scorpion to get the most out of my combos by putting as many power stings and giving not a lot of power to the opponent. So yeah, here I'm gonna wait for him to throw his special one, and then I usually like to not do this, but ultimately lately I have been doing the heavy attack intercept just to try to get matches done sooner, because I think that I have more chances of winning. So yeah, here I go ahead and just throw the special 2, because like I said, if I don't have to intercept, I'll take that chance of not intercepted, so that's good. And yeah, right here he does get a lot of crazy regen, though I'm using the mastery that cuts down some healing. And yeah, that was just perfect. That fine went as planned. It can go wrong though, because if you trigger many immunities, it can go south. So yeah, right here we see that this was enough to win the match. Apparently Null was not able to get Nimrod down pretty easily, so that's okay. Now in the next round, he is going to place defender first. So according to that, I'm gonna see what defender I throw down. Now if he throws down Nick Fury, I'm thinking of using the counter that I brought, and he does place Nick Fury. So now it's my turn to place my defender. This time I think I'm gonna go with Rintro, just because I want to bait that I-bomb. Now that I don't have poison immune, so yeah, he goes ahead and uses I-bomb, and I decide to try my Toad, because if the fight goes right, I am going to be able to outspeed that I-bomb against Rintro. So yeah, right here is kind of like the same playstyle that I like to go with when using Scorpion. Just do 2 mediums and also try to block, and also let him just throw a special 2s. So right here I do medium, there we go, parry, medium, nice. Here he gets stunned, so that's good. And then here I go with a full combo and special 1 to give him enough to reach 2 bars of power. That's great. And yeah, right here, boom, we dodge that. Medium. Oh, sorry, yeah, we don't have to let him throw that special 1. So yeah, there we go. And the reason why Toad is really good is because whenever the opponent purifies one of his poison debuffs, he likes to convert them into passives. So right here, when Nick Fury tries to purify that and go to his second life, well, guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna get poisons, and poisons stop the regeneration rate. So there you go, you see that he was not able to get into his second life, so that is game. And here we're gonna end up seeing that this was enough, and he didn't have a good match against my Rintra. So my Rintra ended up doing really good, so thank you very much, Rintra. And now here's on our second match, now in Platinum 2. As always, I try to ban attackers that are really good. So that's Cross ones, because he can get through my thing. Archangel can get almost through any fight as long as he's not a robot. And Shang-Chi, you know, in this meta, he gets rid of that weakness, so he gets all of his attack at all time. So yes, I don't have a Void in my deck, which is probably not sure if I should be banning Shang-Chi, but that's okay. So here, since I get a lot of mystics on my deck, not a lot, but around 5, rank 4 or more, I decide to not ban cross bombs and just ban his Human Torch. So yeah, here I go ahead and pick Hercules, and he goes with Emma Frost and Hyperion. Now here I see that he has a Emma Frost, and I don't usually like to fight her, so I think, okay, I need an armor break champion, so I get CGR, which is great. And then for Hyperion, I think I'm gonna end up going with Spot, because Spot is just like a safe option for me, because he can be a good defender. Of course, if you get a good attacker, then there's no other way around it. But he's usually a double threat. He's good defender and good attacker. So he picks he picks Hulkling and Hercules. So I'm thinking, okay, he's got 3 cosmics, so I definitely have to pick Rintro to sort of neutralize this cosmics, either on offense or in defense. And ultimately I decide to go ahead and go with Hulkling, because he doesn't have a mystic, but right now he gets the opportunity. So, and also gets the option to get Void, and Void is really good on this meta, because as long as you get 1 weakness debuff, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage to you. Now he goes ahead and picks APOC as well, so here I have really good options. So I'm looking at my Zori man, and he has cosmics. In case he decides to throw down that Hercules or Hulkling, I have an Absorbing Man. and I'm also gonna be going for my Infamous Iron Man in case I want to make him use one of his cosmics. So yeah, right here he has 3 good options. Ultimately though, I think he goes with he decides to go with Crossbones. Yeah, so right here I'm thinking, okay, maybe Spot is not best, but I'm just still going to use him if I have to. So here's my turn to throw down the defender, and I go ahead and say, okay, if the first round has to go down for him in his benefit, then let it be. Yeah, so that's actually really good because I throw down Spot and he's gonna use his Crossbones, which to me is just like a pretty good cheese. Oh no, well, yeah, this sort of like confused me. He was going back and forth, and ultimately he decides to go with Crossbones. So here with Hercules, the plan is just like in the Gauntlet, just do the Hercules rotation and try to deal as much damage. And worst case scenario, if everything goes wrong, I have that immortality for me. So yeah, but here the plan is just to throw that special 1 and then build all the way up to special 2 and dodge his special attacks or block them. So the plan is pretty simple. If I can do this at a decent pace, really fast, then I can probably have that match, because yeah, he has Crossbones, but at the end of the day he's still fighting a Spot. So here I don't time that dodge in a good way. So yeah, this is probably going to cost us the match, but the plan was to dodge that special 2 and throw our special 2 immediately, which was probably going to get us out of the match quickly, but no. And yeah, here I got hit, and I have that immortality that is about to run out, but yeah, we go ahead and get out of the match. And yeah, he ends up getting the win, which, as I mentioned, I had prepared for that in case that happened, so I'm not too worried because he's got cosmics and 2 mutants. So my next move is going to go ahead and use Rintra, but he picks the defender first, so he ultimately ends up going with the big guy himself, Hercules. Yes, so here is my best bet to go with Rintra. I don't want to throw in Absorbing Man or Hulkling because Rintra has like a really big health pool, and if I lose this match, which I think that is not that likely, but I still take my precautions. I go ahead and place down Rintra. He goes with APOC. That's what I was expecting, because Rintra just shuts down Cosmics, and I go with a Storyman. Now, he is rank 4, my Absorbing Man. I have practiced with him, but not necessarily for Battlegrounds use. So this is good. I'm getting some practice, and we're gonna go ahead and see that this is not gonna be the cleanest match. So here we get the Infuriate, and there I thought that I parried, but no, I failed my parry. And yeah, we end up taking a combo to the face. So here I'm trying to pause my form, and once again I couldn't dex there. I thought I did, but no. So yeah, here we're gonna dodge this special attack, and we want to go ahead and heavy cancel into our special 2. There we go. We see that this is a lot of damage. We try to bait this, and yeah, there's those passive incinerates. Yeah, so this match is, yeah, this goes pretty straightforward. Hercules is not a good defender against Absorbing Man because he punches. He has immortality right here, really badly because it in less than 1 second or 2 seconds is over. So there we go. But it's not the cleanest match. So I'm thinking maybe he has a chance with APOC, but as the time was going on, I felt more secure about this, and that the win was in the bag. So now it's the final round. I have a rank 3 Hulkling or a rank 4 Infamous Iron Man as defenders. But I'm not going to throw that Infamous Iron Man because he's got Hulkling and Hyperion. I don't want him to get that class advantage. So I decide to go ahead and throw down Hulkling. Now he can go ahead and get the fight done with Hyperion. I have seen it. And it's possible. But again, Hyperion is a really RNG dependent champion. So here I'm hoping that I do well in this match using CGR. It's going to be really hard to not get the match done, but you know, Hulkling is Hulkling and he has a lot going on his kit. So if I make a bad mistake, then it's going to cost me the match. So here I dex immediately. I had to dodge that, so I have to reset my cycle. And yeah, I throw down a special one. Here I go ahead and reset the cycle. I'm trying to go and try once again for that special 2. And here I noticed that my first heavy didn't actually land on the timer when the timer ran out, so I didn't power drain him. I power lock him. So yeah, I end up taking that special 3 to the face. It didn't kill me because I'm running maxed out Inequity. So yeah, that really saved me right there. And yeah, here we draw a special and the fight is over. But yeah, I'll when I saw that I charged him into a special 3, I was like, oh wow, this could have been a win, but he's probably gonna kill me, and I'm just hoping that Inequity does its job, and it does. So yes, we end up getting the win, and this is it for this video. I hope you liked it. I have planned to also upload some videos where Spot shines. So stay tuned for that. I hope you had a great time watching this video. You learned something new, and I hope that you have a great day. Take care.